The night wind whispered through sleeping trees of Thornmere, carrying the scent of moss and secrets long buried. The fire had burned low. The others were asleep, or pretending to be. But Sam couldn't rest. The images from the lurk still danced behind his eyes. His family, the fire, the screams, and that symbol burned into his thoughts, that spiral. He sat near the dying embers, clutching the orb that had once flared to life in his hands. He turned as Lyra approached, wrapped in her cloak, her hair gleaming in the moonlight. "You can't sleep," she said softly. "No," Sam replied. "It's like something's trying to wake up in me, like a dream I've had my whole life, but now it's real." Lyra sat across from him, her eyes heavy with thought. She unrolled a scroll from her satchel, the parchment covered in tight, elegant script, and a crest that shimmered in the firelight, a phoenix rising from a broken thread. "Your name isn't unknown here," she said. Sam blinked. "What do you mean?" Lyra's voice was careful, reverent. "Calum. It's an ancient name in Aetherhelm, a bloodline woven with old light." Sam furrowed his brow. "My mom's name was Elena Calum." Lyra nodded. "Your grandparents, Valen and Maria, were of Aetherhelm, heroes of the Lightborn Order. But they died in a fire," Sam whispered, "when my mom was young. I've seen the photos. She grew up in foster homes. I never even got to meet them." Lyra's gaze was solemn. The fire wasn't an accident. Sam felt his breath catch. "You know?" "I don't know the details, but I know what the Hollow leaves behind and what it fears." She slid the scroll closer to him. "This is a copy of an old prophecy, hidden for years by the Weavers. They believed it had failed, that the Threadbreaker never survived exile." Sam stared at the words on the page. His name wasn't written, but he could feel it pulsing between the lines. "From broken roots a Threadbreaker shall rise, born of exile, carved by flame. His blood a lock of hollow cannot break. His choice the spark that reshapes the thread." "You're telling me," he said slowly, "that my grandparents were from this world?" "Yes," Lyra said. "They were exiled by the Dark One when he saw the light in their unborn child, a light he could not consume. He cast them out of Aetherhelm, sealed the gate behind them with ancient runes, and believed that would be the end of the threat." "But it didn't," Sam muttered. "No," she said, "because blood remembers." Sam stared at the fire. "They must have tried to come back." Lyra nodded. "But they couldn't. The entrance was sealed, hidden from their sight. And then the fire." Lyra's voice was tight. "The Hollow reaches even into the human world when it needs to. It can't cross freely, but it can whisper, corrupt, and influence. It's killed countless heirs to prophecies before." "So it tried to wipe out the last of my line?" Lyra was silent. Sam clenched his fists. "My mom didn't even know. She didn't even know she was from here." "She never had the chance," Lyra said. "And now you're here, somehow. The seal weakened just enough, or maybe you found it because you were meant to?" Sam stood, his jaw tightening. Why didn't anyone look for them? For me? We did, Lyra said. For decades. The Lightborn and the Weavers searched for traces, but the Dark One buried your line deep, shrouded by time and spell. Only now has the weave begun to reveal the truth again. He turned away, eyes burning. So I was just lost? No, you were protected. She stepped closer, gently placing her hand on his arm. Your grandparents died to keep the thread alive. Your mother, unknowingly, passed it to you, and now you're not just a remnant, Sam, you're the keystone. He turned to her, his eyes hard. So what does that make me? A weapon? A symbol? I didn't ask for any of this. Lyra didn't flinch. No one does. Prophecies aren't orders, they're warnings. A path among many. But the Dark One thinks I'm the threat. He fears what you could become, not what you are now. Riven's voice rang out from the darkness behind them, and he's not wrong to be afraid. They turned to see him standing near a tree, arms crossed. You've already burnt alert to ash without a single incantation. You're waking up, Sam, like a dragon under a stone, and the Hollow hates what it can't control. Sam sighed, looking up through the trees to the pale sky above. What do I do now? Kira's voice answered from the other side of camp. You accept it. She approached, armor half-fastened, blades at her hip. You carry the blood of the old light. That's not something to fear. That's something to use. But how? Sam asked. I don't even know who I am. Lyra smiled softly. You're both human and Aetherian, born in one world, bound to another. Riven added, and you're not alone. You've got us now. Kira nodded. And a world that needs you. No pressure. He looked down at his hands. Hands that only had known notebooks and coffee cups, now trembling with the potential to unmake shadows. He didn't feel like a hero or a Threadbreaker, yet the fire in his blood was undeniable. The Hollow had already come for it once, and now it was a waking inferno deep in his stomach. It was legacy of his bloodline, a burn so ancient and hot that he knew it couldn't be extinguished. A ray of hope shone in his companion's eyes. They felt it too. The time for hiding was over. This time, he'd let that fire roar.